Hi, I'm Amy, and Coda, come here. This is Coda. We are doing our topic on meditation and Buddhism. So I am going to talk about how meditation can be a tool for those who struggle with opioid addiction. So the main point of this video is going to be connecting meditation back to everyday life. So for me, what I am bringing it back to is something that is extremely common, unfortunately, in the United States, affecting 51.6 million American, which is opioid addiction. So, for opium addiction, the early recovery rates are very low at 2.2%, and the midpoints are only at a 3.2%. And you might be asking, what does that compare to? So, I also put in my data for alcohol, which comes in at a 7% at the beginning part, and the midpoint goes all the way up to 11. So the data kind of shows that for opium addiction, it's harder to recover, or the journey to recovery is a lot more difficult. And so, personally, in my life, I have been to a program, an outpatient program for addiction, and mental health, which is what I was there for. But there was a patient there who did suffer from addiction, and the therapist was telling him how difficult it is and how well he's doing, because the amount of times they see relapses of people having to come back because either families are getting torn apart, or it involves the law. Both things are very common, unfortunately. So this part of the video, I'm kind of trying to address it. And so, one way people address this is going to programs like AA or NA, Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. I have been to those programs for classes, and for those of us who are not religious in the Christian faith, or not religious at all, they do prayers, and the big black book is what it's called, is what they use, which is very rooted in religion. So my method is kind of an alternative to that, to focus on a meditative recovery instead of a Christianic recovery. So, what I thought of doing for this video essay is a Buddhist meditation, Oma Pa Hum. Pronunciations probably won't be great, but we're going to follow along, do it together, and just try. So this chant, I had it broken down just so everyone can have an idea of um, what it means. So the first part, is a representation of generosity and to get rid of the pride or ego. As we've learned a lot, is an important facet of Buddhism. The Ma is a representation of ethics, and it's a purifier of jealousy. The Ni is patience and getting rid of excess desires. The Pod is diligence and to get rid of ignorance or prejudice. The Me is renunciation and to purify possessiveness or greed. And the last is a representation of wisdom.